Nigerian time. Let's take a look at some of the biggest stories as we have them across the papers for today. Today's the 6th day of April 2023. Do remember the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on Nigeria Info are only informing you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Let's take a look at stories from Daily Trust, Vanguard, Leadership, This Day, and Punch newspaper for today. From Daily Trust now, Obi denies leaked audio, says he is under pressure to go on exile. Subsidy remover, federal government secures $800 million from World Bank as palliatives for poor Nigerians. Reason why the 10th Assembly will be different. Other interesting stories, Elliott strikes late to fire Stuttgart to German Cup semis. Chelsea set to appoint Lampard as caretaker manager. Okparanoze Oshola lighter Falcons Turkish camp. Court bars Aburu from parading self as Labour Party chairman. Akweramadu Ambassador writes UK begs for leniency. Why APC lost Kano governorship poll, Adamu. Anger as Remo Omokiri calls for Peter Obi's arrest. Other stories of interest. Exile. Obi going nowhere, says campaign council. Kogi attack. 10 were killed, 50 houses razed, according to witness now. Easter, NSCDC, FRSC deploy 30,000 personnel, operational vehicles, ambulances. Why NEPC discourages export of raw products. Yakusak speaks about this. NECA, local firms move to encourage non-oil exports. Speakership crisis, police seal Plateau Assembly complex. Selfishness cost APC's defeat in Kano, says Adamu. All right, well, these are some of the leading stories here and there as you find them in Daily Trust for today. You have why postgraduate students take longer time to graduate in public universities. Why price of rice may rise further is another story. Kaduna government reinstates 1,288 sacked primary school teachers. How strike distorted calendar affects universities' admissions. Palm oil business profitable, says traders. All right, those are stories, as one would find from Daily Trust for today. Let's move on now to the Vanguard. Organ harvesting. Ambassador writes UK court seeks for clemency for Ekweremadu and wife. I waited 10 years to kill friend who snatched my boyfriend, says suspects. While federal government debt is rising as LCCI orders list weighs out. 10th Assembly now. We have majority to checkmate APC. Opposition parties speak up. Varsities orders to get 320.3 billion naira intervention fund. Court stops Abure, orders from parading as LP ESCOs. World Bank, Nigeria's economic growth insufficient to reduce extreme poverty. Anti-Semitism statements, we must speak up, act to restore the soul of America, says Joe Biden, the president there. Boko Haram kills pastor, injures wife, and others in Borno. All right, well, other stories you can take up. Buhari worked his talk on credible polls, says federal government. 2023 elections, why I did not endorse any candidates, Shoyinka speaks about this. All right, away from Vanguard, let's take a look at leadership for today. Easter, federal government declares Friday, Monday public holidays. NEDC trains doctors, orders on emergency care in Bauchi State. Appeal Court voids 30 billion naira Ganshi order against Ebonyi government. Lawyer petitions INEC, alleges plot to rig rerun. Court refuses to grant alleged drug dealers bail. Oyo government appoints Abuja Lautech Chancellor. 54 days to inauguration, Tinubu head-ons best brains competence for appointments. All right, land grabbing. FCTA demolishes estates in Abuja. I did take that up yesterday. News stories now. About a violent protest targeted at APC chieftains. Ishiagu leaders speak about this. Imo PDP to INEC. Our candidate won issue constituency poll. Kogi Gubernor, PDP stakeholders accuses Wadata of plots to manipulate delegates' lists. Why Senator Jubril deserves to be Senate President, Ms. Sudan speaks about this. Gubernor Kwara North voted development, not sentiment, according to Commissioner. Kaduna PDP vows to reclaim governorship mandate. APC State Assembly Forum fought suspension of NDDC boss on Oche. All right, other stories of interest. Nadal, Alcaraz to miss Monte Carlo Masters. Senator Godswill Akpabio is on common leadership, nationalism, and the 10th Senate. Okay, that looks like a sponsored story to me. Moving on to this day now. NSIA vetoes still JV agreement for carbon emissions reduction projects. Other stories, Edo Airport sited in Uzair, North Auchi, says community. Okojowala advises government against introducing obstacles to trade. Federal government declares Friday, Monday public holidays for Easter celebration. Oshomole congratulates former IGP Arase on the appointment as a PSC chairman. Respite as governors get April 15 deadline to access security votes. Other stories of interest as one would find in this day for today. Let's see. Mayaki, infighting within opposition parties aided Tinubu's victory. Ikpeazu, INEC accused Beavers to defraud Nigerian voters during 2023 polls. All right, moving on to Punch now. Senate indicts NNPC over 102 billion naira crude oil deliveries. Custom intercepts contraband worth 2.8 billion naira in Owerri. Arrests 13 suspects. Incoming government faces big growth, multiple policy challenges, says World Bank. Kano driver, conductor nabbed as 3 passengers die. Federal government approves 15 billion naira ICT devices for sensors. New House leadership, opposition reps elect plots to upstage APC. Court remands Lagos Eze Igbo over inciting comments. No court can grant injunction stopping president-elect's inauguration, says SAN. Fresh promissory notes raising national debt, says DMO. Ekweremadu, Obasanjo begs UK court for leniency. Obi threatens lawsuit, says leaked audio fake. Customs intercepts contraband worth 2.8 billion naira in Owerri. Arrests 13 suspects. Kano driver, conductor nabbed as 3 passengers die. Zamfara men arrested for printing fake naira and dollar notes. 2 die, 5 injured in Bauchi crash. Soldiers return to Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Illegal checkpoints continue extortion. Police parade 24 cultists terrorizing Ogun communities. Okada riders on the rampage kill cop, injure DPO. Businessman jailed 6 years for smuggling cocaine. All right, well, these are stories as we find them across the papers for today. Do remember, the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
All right, let's take a good listen to you now as we take on your calls. We ask of you to be truthful, factual, and follow through with our guide, okay? Your calls and comments need to be devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses, okay? We plead with you to keep your emotions in check as you share with us on Nigeria Info this very morning as we listen to you. Do remember, we're streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook at this point in time, so go on, drop your comments, just like Peter Maduka has already done so on YouTube. So go on, drop your comments on YouTube and Facebook. We'd like to respond and read out what you're writing there and there.
Watch your #1 talk station of the nation. Nigeria Info, every day of the week, Mondays to Friday, on YouTube to catch up with the Morning Crossfire.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
All right, let's take on your calls on 0700-951-0000. Okay, that's 0700-951-0000. You can also join in on 080-9597-4869. We can also connect with you on the WhatsApp line on 080-999-30137. Okay, let's take on your calls and find out what you think of some of the stories this very morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Okay, that's not saying to you. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mr. Femi.
How are you today?
Happy Easter and advance.
Yes, same to you, dear friend. Same to you.
God will keep you for us and Otulong life.
Amen, sir.
Me and Bakari and Ola from Lagos. My name is Mala Aruna, calling from Kuba.
Good to have you on.
No any judgment will stop inauguration of presidential election by one of Edna's son. By the sacrifice of God, people's mandate, and there's a people step for song to vote for their choice, and the NA chairman refused to declare the person. By God, the majority of Nigerians are praying. Court will do justice because of the masses of Nigeria come out and vote for their choice, and the NA refused to declare that person. And by God, Nigerians, the people have to vote for them before the end of this year. Go to collect the mandate. Thank you.
All right, but let's see what the court processes resolves around the results INEC declared, not that they refused to declare. They declared the results as best fit for the election. So the courts are there to decide. Good morning to you. Oh, that is staying true. Good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Femi.
Good to have you on.
Good morning, Femi.
Yes, sir.
And good morning to all Nigerians. Okwi is my name.
Welcome, Okwi.
Court remind Ezibo in Lagos about his comment. That is a double standard. And Oba of Lagos is going scot-free. No one hold that one. And about inauguration, please, I want to beg the Nigerian government that you not hold any inauguration on 29th May.
Why?
It's unfair. It's unfair for them to do that.
But it's lawful to hold an inauguration on the 29th of May. It's not about fair. It's not about fairness. It's about the law.
My case is that who are they going to hand over power to?
Well, it's president-elect, as we have it so far. It's declared by INEC, unless the court processes produce a result or produce a verdict different.
That's a controversial.
It's not.
My own take is that they will make sure that all the court cases They will finish all the.
Okay. Oh, okay. His call is off. But well, it's the speed in which court decides on the case is more from the court. So I don't think May 29 dates would change. No, I don't think it has changed over the years. Even in states level, where there have been no matter the controversy or fairness, inauguration usually follows through. There cannot be vacuum in government, no matter how fairness people think or sentiments that they may incline to. What needs to be done will be done. It's the law of the land, so it will be done. If the court processes produce a verdict before, then good luck to all of us. If they don't, good luck to all of us. So that's what needs to follow through. Sentiments don't rule a country. It's the law. Good morning to you.
Yes, this is Barrister Hassan.
Welcome, Barrister Hassan.
Yes, it is the law, rule of law that works. Yes, the story that actually, the news item that actually attracted my attention this morning pertains to Obasanjo, the former president, writing to the UK government, pleading for clemency for Kremadu. Kremadu is a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I think it is really abhorrent that to put it mildly, that the federal government did not think it fit to have helped this guy during this travel. You see, it was just an intention on the part of the Kremandus to undergo to seek for medical attention for their daughter. There was no medical report that was actually carried out.
How do you know that?
When it takes into consideration.
How do you know there was no medical report carried out?
No, that it was the organ transplant was actually carried out. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that was not done yet. Okay.
It was not done. Not done. And look at the inconsistent testimony of the alleged victim. Very, very inconsistent indeed. So the usual process is suspect. So added to that, another government did not come in to help a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And it took a former president who is no more in government to not approach the British government for clemency. I don't think it's nice. It's not right.
All right.
That's my opinion.
Thank you.
And I think it's right.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning. What class, Dr. Femi Amale?
Yes, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, I remember humble self, Abubakar Ali, a.k.a. Tinubu Pekin, calling from PW Kubwa.
Good to connect
I want
with
to
you.
thank that senior advocate of Nigeria for telling the whole world the truth, nothing but the truth. It is inescapable reality, except if you want to be deliberately obtuse or deliberately mischievous. Mr. Femi D, for the first time, let me put you on a very hot...
Hold on, before you put me on the hot seat. I believe you were referring to Barrister and as senior advocate. You do know that's a revered title, so unless he's a senior advocate, he doesn't get to use it. That's
senior advocate that talks about inauguration that court will not stop.
Okay, I wanted to be sure.
No, I'm not referring to Barrister.
I cannot come and face lawyer.
Of Nigeria, Barrister first now.
Okay. Good.
For example, Barrister Femi D Amele.
I am not barrister. I did not go to law school. It's SWAT that went to law school. Yeah. SWAT is the law.
You are going to be consultant Femi D Amele.
No. See, don't share title. Share money. Stop sharing title.
So I want to put you on the hot seat.
Oh, okay.
By your own rating.
If I can answer.
1999 to 2023.
Yeah.
Name only 2 presidential elections by your own rating that are close to free, fair, and credible.
None.
Only 2.
None.
Well, I know that is not your humble opinion.
You asked my opinion and I answered. I said none.
You fear.
No, but sincerely, it's none.
Very quickly.
Do you know why I say none?
Well, that is your opinion.
Do you know why I say none?
And I respect it.
Okay, good. Well, I tell you this. I've been on the ground for a while. I've covered Nigerian politics extensively, and there are things I know that you do not know. So I so surely tell you that none.
All right. Accepted.
Yeah.
By the virtue of your experience and untold exposure to some of those things.
Yes, please go on.
Mr.
Yes.
And every that Tinubu lost out in the north, he came very close to the winner. Every state that Tinubu lost in the southwest, he came very close to the eventual winner. Tinubu did excellently well in South-South. And he got some respectful vote from Southeast. Habamala. Mokuno argue too much. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you for your time. All right, Joe. No, Allah. Let's read up some of your messages this very morning. Peter Maduka says, good morning, FMD. Pleased to hear you this very morning. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Atumei Ayegba says, good morning, Femi. I'm commenting from Ebonyi. We need a better Nigeria. Thank you so much, Ayegba, from Ebonyi State. Oludade Abiodo says, May 29 is sacrosanct. My name is Oludade. Joseph Gogi says, good morning, my boss. Ambassador writes UK over a Kwerimadu case. It's a great move and commendable act. May God bless Nigeria. Joe from Kubwa. Allah World says, good morning, FMD. May God bless Nigeria. Sabo Gaksawa says, good morning, FMD. I just imagine after people suffer for many years, Governor El-Rufai restated the dismissed workers is a shame. All right, that's one way of saying that. Keeping up with other messages as we have it this morning. Yes, where am I now? Okay, here we go. On Facebook, you have Dr. Mrs. Olebera from Owerri saying, may our leaders use this period of the Holy Week to reflect on the situation of the common man and the jobless youths. In the life of any nation, there comes crucial moments. Leaders take decisive actions aimed at salvaging their people from impending disaster. Let them take actions that will raise Nigeria higher than its status of a nation endemic with corruption. Let our leaders be sincere, proactive in the fight against insecurity. Nigerians are living in fear and uncertainty and apprehension. It's our moral and spiritual duty to reciprocate Christ's redemptive debt. Let's reflect and meditate on this as we go through this Holy Week. That's Dr. Mrs. Elibara there. Emmanuel Abel says, good morning, FMD. Also, Francis Nnamani from Enugu State says, good morning, FMD. I waited 10 years to kill a friend who snatched my boyfriend. Says suspect. This is too bad. You go on to write and a dastardly act. The suspect should be compelled to face the wrath of the law. You express yourself on that as well. Okay, keeping up with other messages. Obasanjo writes, UK court seeks leniency for Ekweremadu and wife over organ transplant. Kudos to Obasanjo for such fatherly and wonderful move. May God help us. Ogulade Taiwo Johnson says, Pastor TJ with you live from Dubai. Fabulous morning to you, sir. Good morning to you, sir, as well. New Abdul Salami says, good morning, Nigerian folk. God bless you. Chris says, good morning, FMD. Watching live from Apo as well. Good morning to you, dear friend. Okay, let's take on just a few more calls, okay? Good morning to you.
Good morning once again, Dr. Femi Amale.
Yes, sir.
This is Abakar calling from Gwagwalada.
Good to have you on.
We must appreciate the patriotic role being played by Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, a pan-Nigeria, pan-Africanist, former head of state, former president of Nigeria, who have remained restless about nation building. We appreciate him. If you continue building nation building, even outside power, he is a stakeholder, a persistent stakeholder in nation building. It's only God that would reward him. Ekweremadu should not be left to his own fate, because he is an opposition member who have been a thorn in the neck of a ruling party. But in the partisan politics, when anyone is in trouble, you rescue him as a patron. And most especially with his darling wife and their own daughter.
Okay.
The dilemma. So, and about the inauguration, the declaration of the president-elect is unlawful. Did he meet the constitutional requirement of the president-elect? So,
but who gets to interpret that? I guess the courts get to interpret whether it's unlawful or lawful. It's the courts that do that.
Many things are not decided in court.
Where are they decided?
issue was resolved in court? Was the what do you call it? Human rights legislation in America decided in court?
But there's a process for elections in Nigeria. Okay, we'll be back.
And all the goodness that comes in.
This is Nigeria